Okay, so alright everyone, and welcome back. If you are new, hit that bell icon button and do like. So चलो शुरू करते हैं. And today we are going to work on focus up. And by the way, I am not going to work on outreach and all this thing today. And yeah, so let's continue and see what we can implement today. By the way, first I want to implement the subscription feature. So user don't have to pay every month. They just have to set up the auto pay and all these things, and then they don't have to worry about auto pay and all these things. Okay, and yeah, this is what we are going to implement first. And if we can finish this on time, then we will add some another features and try to convert this in a mono repo and all these things, so that we can deploy in a play store. Okay, so yeah, this is what we want. We'll be converting this in a app, and yeah, for that we need to convert this in a mono repo. So first goal is to make the subscription feature work correctly, and then we need to convert the client into TypeScript. As you can see, the code right now is in JSX, and we have to convert this in TSX. And after converting our client side and successfully implementing subscription in server, we will convert this repo into mono repo. Okay, yeah, so this is what we want. So I would like to run this app first, and for that I have to come here, and from here I would like to do pwd. So we will get the current path, and now let's copy the path from here and paste this here cd into this. And now inside client I would like to do npm render, and then open a new terminal. No, not this. Yeah, new terminal, cd into this, and here I want to run server, so npm render. Yeah, here our server is running, and in this page where our client is running, there is a little problem right now. You can see reserve plan IDs and all these things, but yeah, we'll fix them quickly. Okay, so great. Yeah, everything is working. I would like to stop this, and yeah, let's continue. And let's send me a chat first, so that we know everything is working. Here everyone. Okay, hello, how are you? I'm fine, bro. How are you, by the way? So now what we are going to do, let's fix this error first, and then we will move forward. Okay, reserve plan IDs. This is the problem, and now how I can fix this. For that, what I will have to do is open our chat with ChatGPT yesterday on this project. So I will like to open that first and then continue. Okay. So we have Razor Pay subscription integration. Yeah. So let's get this here now. What are you doing, buddy? Nothing. We are working on our focus application. If you know about it, okay. This is the full focus of application made for productivity. Okay. And now what I want to implement in this is subscription, so user don't have to pay every month for our subscription plan. So we want to implement auto pay and all these things. Okay, and for that we need to implement razor pay subscription in our backend. That's what we are doing. And yeah, it will take a little bit time. Yeah, now you can see that if you purchase the subscription here, like if you purchase the basic, pro, or elite plan, then you will have that plan's access. But what is the problem? That user have to pay every month. There is no auto pay and all these things. But after implementing razor pays subscription, you don't have to worry about the payment every month. Razor pay will automatically cut the payment every month if you don't and the subscription. Okay, until you have the subscription, Razorpay will automatically handle the payment every month. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, this is what we are implementing right now, and this is our subscription page. And then you have our focus timer. If user want to focus on anything, they can do the focus work here. Like if I say that work on subscription feature, and let's give it focus up. You can select personal if you don't have if this isn't connected to any goal, but if the focus timer is connected to any goal, then you can connect it to goal by selecting the tag here. Okay, so I will like to choose focus up, and then you can write the duration here. I would like to give it 60, or if you want to set custom duration, then you can pass that here. Like if I pass 120 minutes, so you can also set custom minutes. Now Pomodoro settings, like how much break you want. Okay, short break 5 minutes and long break. Okay, so the 15-minute break, you will get this long break after 5 short breaks. Okay, this is the frequency. This is where you tell that after how much short breaks you should get the long break. So yeah, this is the long break every. So after 5 short breaks, you will get the long break. If you set this to 3, then after 3 short breaks you will get the long break. Okay, now you can set the long breaks in time minute here, and short breaks minute here. Okay, now I would like to do start focus, and this is our timer here. Okay, now you can also pause it if you are not working right now, and if you want to cancel it, you can also cancel it. Okay, and here you have time. Okay, this is just showing current time, and this is cool. Here you can add all your goals. Okay, like as you can see here that this is related to focus. Okay, this focus work is related to focus up, and this is how we can connect with goals. Like you assign a tag to every goal, and then we connect every focus timer or every task you want to connect to goal using that tag. Okay, using the tag here you can connect the task and all these things. Yeah, there we have to fix lots of thing in this year because there are lots of problem right now, but yeah, we are working on them. Okay, and here we will get daily code, and this is our dashboard piece. Yeah, these are the main features, and here you can add tasks. Yeah, good. And if you want to switch to dark mode, this is how we can switch to dark mode. I will also like to lots of thing in UI, but yeah, for now this is good. Keep it light mode, and now let's get here and upgrade it to. Okay, we have this Razorpay plan IDs. Then we can return it something like this. So what it says that I was asking yesterday that how I can change this. So we have something like this. Why this is better? You are not seeing types is setup, trust me. With a bunch of as cars, you are actually teaching TypeScript. String is speed plan. This is going to return this. String is interpret plan. This. Now after this, let's exactly type predicate R4. Now what it said, okay, let me read the complete. The problem is that normalized plan is currently typed as a string, while TypeScript need to know that it is especially. Bro, give me some day free access for using your yeah, for sure you can use it for free. You don't have to purchase the premium plan to use the features right now. Okay, right now there isn't some strict things like you can use it for free. And yeah, for now there are lots of bugs in this app. I have to change, fix that bugs and all these things. That after that, yeah, we will make the subscription and all these things a little connected so that you get a value in subscription. I don't want subscription to be just based on that we have an app and add subscription in it. I want that user, if user is purchasing subscription, they should get some value. So yeah, we are working toward that. Right now, if you will use this app, I don't think you'll feel like this is something special, but yeah, after some time, yeah, you will start feeling that app is actually changing, and it's really great for focus work. I want to make this in a way that users start to think focus as a game. Okay, this is how I want to change this. By the way, I have worked on this around 3 to 4 months continuously when I was working on this start. But yeah, nowadays I started working on it again. But yeah, if you will see my previous live session, you will find that we have worked on this for 3 to 4 months continuously, maybe, or 2 to 3 months. Okay, like you can come here and see. No, this one is not. Mm, Not this one. Focus up. Yeah, I will like to come here. Background with TypeScript. No, not this one to do. Mm, Okay, maybe. Okay, for sure. So what I'm going to do is let's fix all the things first, and let's cut this. And now I will like to. Okay, let's come here, and focus timer is okay. Now let's fix this first. So it says that export type Razorpay paid plan, key of type of. So I would like to do this here. From Razorpay plan IDs. In this, I have to do this, and like export type Razorpay paid plan. Hmm, Hang type of this key of. Now we will get all these keys like basic, pro, and in this Razorpay paid plan. Okay, now we will have basic, pro, elite. This is what we will have in this. Yeah, you can say inside this Razorpay paid plan we have all these value in this way. So yeah, now Razorpay paid plan is this. Okay, great. And then change your function. Inside this, what you can do now, normalize plan ID as key of type of Razorpay plan IDs. And then Razorpay plan, then we will get the interval and we will pass it. Okay, now I can understand it clearly what we are actually doing here, that these are our plan. Okay, inside the Razorpay plan paid plan we are getting all of our plan in this, like we have basic, pro, and elite. Okay, so we have inside this. Okay, our plans are inside this Razorpay paid plan, and now what we have to do inside this is here we have to return Razorpay plan cons Razorpay plan. This is Razorpay plan, and now what we have to do is Razorpay plan IDs, Razorpay plan IDs, and inside this I have to do that Razorpay paid plan, Razorpay paid plan. By the way, I have to import that. So we have this Razorpay paid plan. Okay, I have to import this. So it will be Razorpay No, not this one. So how I can import this is, let's get here, Razorpay paid plan, and now I have to write this here. Inside this I have to write this, that Razorpay paid plan as key of type of Razorpay. Okay, why I can't use this? Normalized ID. Okay, I have to write normalized plan ID. Normalized plan ID. Okay, normalized plan ID. Normalized plan as key of type of okay, or Razorpay paid plan. Razorpay plan IDs. Razorpay plan IDs. Okay, so what we are doing here, that Razorpay plan. Okay, inside this we will get a single value. The single value will be pro, elite or basic plan. Okay, so we will get the single value from this. Okay, normalized plan and this. Then what we have to do, inside the Razorpay plan we have to pass this normalized interval, and if we don't have this, then we are going to return the null value. Okay, if this is undefined. But if we have value inside this normalized interval, which will be monthly or yearly, then we are going to return that plan. Okay, so this is what we want to return. Okay, great. Now let's come here. Yeah, Razorpay pay plan IDs. Then we are passing this inside this, that normalized plan ID as key of type of Razorpay plan IDs. And okay, now what we should do next, after creating this, let me visit this. Okay, we have all these things, and security checklist I would implement. Frontend sends only plan ID and interval. Backend validates plan ID, validates interval, determines price itself, determine Razorpay plan IDs. Never trust frontend subscription status. Razorpay webhook signature verification. Okay, add-on potent webhook processing. Store Razorpay subscription ID. Store Razorpay plan ID. Store focus up plan ID. Store billing interval, and store client. Handle active. Handle failed payment. Handle cancelled subscription. Handles expired complete subscription. Okay. Oh, Now, if I would like to open focus up here, can we do this in local system? Yeah, I can do this, but can I log in here? Like, I don't remember the account right now. Mm, we have this. No, Mahesh at the rate this, and then Mahesh. No, we can't log in. No, there is again some problems. If we see that Razorpay, okay, the problem is inside app.ts. So yeah, let's fix that. But before this, what I will have to do is frontend sends only plan ID and interval. Okay, so what frontend sends? Let's open this. As I see, we have pages, Google focus, pricing. So I would like to open this and open to this side. Now what we are doing inside this, that load Razorpay, and type of window is equal to undefined, then we are going to return this. And if window.razorpay returns promise or result true, then okay, if we are going to return this, then we will return promise or result true. Okay, great. This is getting used for a razorpay load. Okay, we are loading the razorpay here. Then we will return this new promise resolve and cons script document.create element script, and now script.src will be this, script.async will be true, script.onload will be this, and on error will be this, and document.body.append script. Okay, then we have normalize server plans. So we will pass our plans inside that. Then what we are going to do, we will get a list using this array.isArray plans, and if we have this, then we will return the plan, otherwise we are going to return an empty array. Then we have map. Okay, map will be an object, empty object, for const p of list. Now we will have a single plan from this list, and then what we are going to do, if p.id, if we don't have this, then we will continue, but if we have this, no, if this is true, then this will become false, if this is false, then this will become true, and we will okay. We will convert the id in a string, and dot to lowercase map. Inside the map we are returning this dot to lowercase, okay, is equal to p. Okay, return map. Okay, plans. Then what we are doing in pricing, embedded false, navigate, use navigation, and then you have this dispatch and user use selector, theme use theme is dark is equal to theme dark. Then we have interval busy plan id, and server plan map, and early word current plan id. We are going to use memo here, get effective plan id, then use effect. We are loading our billing plans, if don't, then return, and otherwise plan response of data. Okay, great. Then we have paid plans, then interval level, and what I would like to do is cut this and set up the subscription first in backend. Okay, we have done this. Use live keys, completed this, and we have all these things. So store billing interval, handle active. Okay, let's learn the job. Enforce entitlements on backend, keep server side, and use test keys locally. Yeah, use live keys only in production, and never commit.env. Okay, then we have add rate limiting to billing endpoints, and add webhook event safely without secrets. Log quick events, prevent duplicate subscription creation, use database transaction, automate updates where appropriate. One especially important improvement webhook dependency. Okay, whether database sends this, then database sends the same webhook again. If the user another subscription, exchange their period is to the webhook given already we have processed, and reject take no duplicates. This is the kind of thing that separated demo payment integration from a real SaaS billing system. Bottom line, keep all these things and entitlement configuration, and then change separate reserve ID from public plan configuration. Never trust front-end prices. That kind of operation. Okay. So what I will like to do, completed this, and I also like to add the subscription here. Now what next? And also I am doing this live. All these things on stream. Oops. Oxygen. Let okay. Your current progress is good. You have billing plans.tss, and in which we are handling all the focus of plan, prices, limits, plan validation, internal validation, interval validation, and entitlements. Then you have razorpay plan.ts, which handle mapping your interval plans to razorpay plan IDs. Great. What are you doing today, bro? By the way, today we are working on our SaaS application. Like this is a productivity app, and yeah, this is I'm working on today. Today we are not going to work on outreach and all thing. We will do this tomorrow. So let's come here, and then you have one change before moving forward. Your subscription is schema currently allows free, but a razorpay subscription should not be created for your free plan. I recommend changing this to this. Okay, so we are going to change our plan ID to this, and in Mongoose we will have plan ID this. Okay, so do we have something like this in razorpay? Let's cut the free, and let's see our billing plans. Do we have plan ID? No, not like this. I want to search in the file. So plan ID, paid plans. I will like to check where we are using free. So we have the free here. Like I want to go on first. Okay, this is good, no problem. Then we have this. So plan order. Let's cut this from here. So it says that plan ID. I recommend changing this to this. Okay, this was in. We don't have to remove this from here. We have to make the changes in subscription dot this. So let's come here. Let's cut this plan ID to this. Yeah, good. Let's save this. And now what we have to do next, because user without paid subscription, no subscription document, and user with basic pro alert subscription document. Okay, so yeah, this is what we want. You are building this focus up from a long time. If yeah, but I was not working on this. We have worked on this 2 to 3 months when I started building this in start, and now I am working on this again because I already said that this is the application I will be building in future too, and I will never leave this just a normal project. Yeah, so yeah, what we are going to do next, also improve the import. Okay, you currently import this, but in the code you should reserve a paid plan isn't either use it or remove it. Next, create the subscription service. We have this import your stream. Okay, important for your stream, save to show publicly. Controller service route plan names and your interval, you all this in really identify reserve a plan IDs plan, but I would still avoid displaying them unnecessarily. Reserve a key can be used client sites for checkout. Do not show before continuing. Make sure these are never visible in your terminal. env we are other dev to screenshots or stream. Yeah, and also never show reserve webhook secret, and later don't log payment signature, webhook signature, and full payment object containing sensitive metadata, environment variables, authorization headers, and all these things. Okay, we don't have to show them. Great. Now next, create a razorpay client. Okay, asserts services and razorpay TS. For now, write the structure. Inside services, we have to create razorpay client. So let's come and see. We already have that in our app. Maybe I would like to see services. Don't we have services? So it says that we should create the razorpay.tss, in which we will have key and key secret, and then we have to export this. But I think we already have razorpay. Not inside this. To in not utils. No, we don't have this here. And in models, not here too. So in init dot middlewares, not controllers. We don't have here. I don't know why we haven't created it. So I would like to create in services.razorpay. So let's create a services folder here. Okay, Ronaldo 7. Bro, do you know DevOps? I will say not at the deep level, but I know about Docker and I have used it a little bit. Okay. So we will have services, and in services we are going to create a razorpay.ts. And in the razorpay.ts we will have this. We have to import razorpay from razorpay, and then we have to create a new razorpay with key ID and key secret, then export this. Okay. A little feedback, change your mic, brother. You can use your headphone mic if you have that. What's the problem with the headphone? What's the problem with mic? The sound is not good or something else? I also feel a little bit that maybe the sound is not good of this mic, okay? Maybe. But I don't have a headphone mic. So what I'm going to do, I would like to import Razorpay. Razorpay.types, Razorpay plan, Razorpay plans, Razorpay beach URL. Don't we have Razorpay already? I would like to install this if we don't have. Yeah, yeah, I would like to change it, but for that I have to wait for a while and yeah, see that how when I can change it. Yeah, it will take 2 to 3 months maybe. I have to wait. So what I would like to do to right now is let me change something here that if I change the filters gain and then the sound will be low. If I keep this at 0 dB like this, now this sound will be too low maybe. Okay, so what I want to do, we have to install this, and before installing this I would like to see here that we already have this or not. So we have, no, we don't have Razorpay here. Okay, so I would like to install Razorpay. So npmjs.com Razorpay official node SDK for Razorpay API and React Native Razorpay, not this. Let's import this here, and then I would like to open npm.js. Do we have to import a different type slash Razorpay? Mm, okay, it's something. No. So we just have to install this. So I would like to install this here in server. So cd into server and paste this here, install. And after installing, let's come here on services and import Razorpay from Razorpay. And after importing this, we have to create export const Razorpay is equal to new Razorpay, and inside this we will have id, key id, and this will be process.env dot Razorpay id, but for now I don't remember what's the exact name, so I would like to keep this for now. Then we will have key secret which will be equal to process.env dot Razorpay key secret, like this. And let's copy it, paste it here, and this will be Razorpay key id. Now any question? Okay, it is better now than before, but I, yeah, I would like to upgrade, but I have to wait for 2 to 3 months because yeah, I can directly upgrade in next month, but I want to get a chair first, and I want to invest my own money. I don't want to get money from parents and all these things, so that's why this is the main goal. Okay, yeah, if it's important, then I will like to get the mic first before the chair. So yeah, it depends on completely. We will see this after 1 month, maybe not 1 month, but yeah, after 20 to 30 days, 20-25 days. So we have this, and let's see, this is what we have to do. Yeah, we have to create a Razorpay, then we have to export this from here. I would like to export it directly rather than, yeah, or let's keep it const, just export it from here, export default Razorpay. Now we have to use this inside the stream warning. Before showing this on stream, do not open your env file. This code itself is a save to Razorpay key id. Why we have to use this? What it okay. Now I would like to see my env that we are adding this correct. This is correct or not? But by the way, I already have these thing in env example, so I will directly write to c env.example, and our razorpay id is razorpay key id key secret. Yeah, this is what you have to use, razorpay key id and razorpay key secret. Great. Now next, but important improvement validation first. You should ideally avoid this process.env. They okay doesn't guarantee the variables exist at runtime. Since you are already making a production style billing system, create src config env.ts. So in src config I would like to create env.ts. Why we need this? And then what you have to do inside this is since you are already making a production style billing system, create this, then require env name is string. Process.env.name. Okay, and if we don't have this, I would like to return the error missing require environment variable and then name, return value. Okay, and if we don't have this, then we will throw the error. If we have the value, we return the value. And export const env, export const env, then your razorpay service. Then your razorpay services, what you have to do here then, we will like to import the env here, and then in env we will have razorpay key id and razorpay key secret. This is safe to show on stream. Just don't run console.log.env or console.log process.env. Okay, great. So what I will do inside this, okay, require env const require env, and inside this we would like to pass name of our env variable. So this will be name, which will be equal to string, and yeah, and we are going to return a string value that. Yeah, so now what we are going to do first, I will like to do const value is equal to process.env dot name here, something like this, and okay, this will be like this. Okay, and now if we don't have the value, if no value, if we don't have the value, then we are going to throw a new error, which will be equal to missing required environment variable. And this, let's copy this directly and write this here. This is the error, and yeah, now next, if we do have value, then we will return that. Okay, now return the value if we have it, and then we will like to create a export const env, and in this env we will have key id, yeah, razorpay key id and razorpay key secret. So let's directly use them here, and inside the razorpay key id we will call the required env. So this will be required env, and now we will pass our key name and our name here. Then if it returns the value, then we will have the value, otherwise we will get the error. Now what you have to do inside here, I will like to import the env here, and okay, not from this. Okay, after importing the env, we will have to, okay, we have to do this directly. So let's cut this, and this will be razorpay key id, and here it will be razorpay key secret. And yeah, this is what we have to do now. Great. This is safe to show on stream. Just don't run console.log.env, or yeah. Now next, create the subscription creation service. After that, we should create a function responsible for only one job, create razorpay subscription. The flow will be front end. From front end we will get the plan id and interval. Okay, Interval can be monthly or yearly, and plan ID can be anything pro, elite, or basic. All the plan that we have, okay. And interval depends on user want to pay monthly on monthly basis or yearly basis. And then we have this subscription controller. Validate plan, validate interval, check user authentication, and check existing subscription. Then we will get the Razorpay plan ID. Then we will get the subscription service. Then create Razorpay subscription. Then save pending subscription in MongoDB. Return only save checkout data, and frontend opens Razorpay checkout. Okay, so this is the complete flow. Okay, now what we have to do? I don't. Okay, I would do not. Okay, I would do the next implementation in this exact order. Fix the subscription model, remove the from plan ID value, and create this. We have created this. We have created this. Now inside subscription, we have to create subscription service.ts in services. So let's get here in services. Let's create this, and then in controller we will have subscription controller dot this. Now in controller, let's create this, and then create subscription route. For example, we have these routes, so yeah, these are our routes. So subscription route.ts. So let's get into routes. We have all these routes, but yeah, this will be subscription route. So subscription routes, subscription routes.ts. This is what we need. And then connect Razorpay checkout on the front end, add web processing, and this is the route we need. Okay, so I will like to input router from Express const router is equal to router. This is what we have to do. I would like to see it here, import router and router, yeah. And now here export default router, and now we have to create a post method for subscription, and this will be for API/subscription. Create subscription routes. What is the common here? I would like to go in app.ts. Okay, so let's get into app.ts. We will have API/billing. Okay, focus. This is the okay for subscription. This will be app.use /API/subscription, and I will call this subscription routes subscriptions. Okay, API/subscription route, yeah, API/subscriptions, and let's come here, import subscription routes from routes. We will have subscription routes, and this is what we are going to use here. Okay, great. Now after doing this in routes, I will like to create the post route, and now this will be this, and now here we would like to create for now we don't have any controller for this, so I would like to keep this as it is. My recommendation, do this next, fix subscription model first and then create config. After you have done this, too, send me the code or tell me it's completed, and we will write the Razorpay service for creating subscription step by step. And I will continue marking anything with stream warning before we reach a part where you could accidentally expose a secret or other sensitive information. So yeah, this is completed. It's completed. Okay, we have done some extra things too, but yeah, that's great. Now what we are going to do is stream warning. Before continue, do not show your .env values on stream. The code below is safe to show, but never reveal all these things. Okay. Okay. Create subscription service.ts. We already created this. Now what we have to do, just see that. Okay. Everything is good. Yeah. If anyone have any question, you can ask that. Now what I would like to do is create this and then this. Add this first. Subscription. Then get reserve plan ID, interval and plan key from billing plans, and then we need reserve plan ID from reserve plans, and then we need reserve from reserve. These are the things that we need. And remove this import. Actually you don't need this, because get reserve plan ID already handles that mapping. Okay, so we only need get reserve plan ID, interval from this already handle the mapping, so we only need this inside. Add a paid plan type. Since your subscription model only support paid plan, add this to billing plan.ts paid plan key. And so you have plan key, paid plan key, then subscription service.ts paid plan key and all. Add the service function. Okay, so let's get into subscription service. Import subscription from model. Yeah, great. Now next I would like to get Razorpay, and then we need import get Razorpay, no, plan ID, yeah, from billing. So this is what we need. And then we have interval, and then we have is paid plan. These are the all things that we need. Boolean, this will return true false value. So what we are doing here, paid plan key, paid plan key. Okay, type of paid plan key. So I would like to check that we have that or not. Is paid plan key is paid plan. I would like to check billing plan once and see that is paid plan. Okay, do we have is paid plan? What we are doing inside is paid plan. Is paid plan. This get a plan. Okay, we have to pass a plan ID here, and then this is going to return this, and it will tell us that this is a paid plan key or not. Okay, now this is actually important or not, like if what it says that we should add a paid plan key. And now how we are going to use this type of paid plans, and paid plan key, export this, export type this. Since your subscription model only support paid plans, add this to billing plans.ts, ts plan key, and export paid plans number, type of paid plans number. What is that? Okay, we have get reserve plan ID, interval and plan key. So it's said that we don't need this. Great. And we don't need this, already handled that mapping. So what I would like to do, I would like to write complete code first and then see that we need something or not. Okay, later after. So this is what we need. Paid plan key. What this is going to return? Paid plan key. Okay. Type of paid plan and number. So let me check this billing one. Billing, and let's check here that interval. What this is going to do? Inside this we will have monthly and yearly. And if I create expo type paid plan key, and this will be type of paid plans. Now inside this we'll have all these values. Paid plan key. Okay, great. But then why do we need if we already have this, then why we need this? Is what we need, no? Paid plans and number. We already have this, and paid plan key. So this will be paid plan key. Export type paid plan key after plan key. So we can add it anywhere, but let's add it here. Plan key of type of this, and then we need this. So let's keep it here. By the way, we already have the same value in our Razorway paid plan, but now it's a little bit confusing that why we are using the Razorway paid plan if we are actually never using it. I would like to see the code that we have already written. So this was like this. We are doing this, and then after this what we have done is Razorway paid plan, and then this. Now let's get a little bit uh, okay, good. Let's just skip this part then, and let's cut this Razorway paid plan. If we are not using it, then I would like to cut it, but it's a little confusing, by the way. I thought that we are going to use that here, but we are not using that here. And if I see the code that it provided me one code for that part. This wasn't the code, so maybe this. Yeah, we will have the Razorway paid plan, and then either use it or remove it. But what's the problem? Why this is better? Mm, So Razorway plan IDs, that will solve your error, but there is an even cleaner solution. Your is paid plan currently only tells TypeScript Boolean. It doesn't tell TypeScript this string is one of the key. We can make your type gush do that properly. Is paid plan this to is paid plan, this will be a string, and plan id is type of this, and then we are going to return this. Now TypeScript understand that is paid plan normalized id is now basic, pro, and elite. Okay, so let's change our paid plan. We have to get is paid plan, and now I will like to check the first one, and let's update the code from this to this. Okay, now what we are going to do after this, then your function becomes very clean. Now we can use the same code. Okay, let's copy this, and now we don't need to change our code here. So I will like to write the code here like this, and now this will run successfully. There will be no error. Yeah, so let's cut this, save this. Now let's also do this, and we have paid plans, and we have paid plan key. Great. Now inside subscription, no, not inside subscription, inside reserve plan, we don't need this. Okay, great. Now inside our subscription.ts, okay, this is good, but now subscription service, we only need these things. Okay, is paid plan. Let's come here now. This will be plan key. Now let's change this to plan key, enter our plan key and this, then Razorpay, and Razorpay get this, and then paid plan. These are the things that we need to import in our subscription service.ts, and we are importing all these things. Now add the service function. We have add this function, and what we are doing inside the subscription function, we will have user ID, plan ID, and interval. Okay, user ID will be string, plan ID will be string, and interval will be, okay, paid plan will be paid plan key, and interval will be there. Then const Razorpay plan ID, get Razorpay plan ID. If we don't have this, then we are going to return the error. Okay, throw new error. Great. And const existing subscription, await subscription or find one. If we already have a subscription, then we are going to throw the error, user already has an active or pending subscription. And if we don't have this, then we will continue. If we already don't have this subscription for user, then we will continue. And what we are going to do then, we will create a Razorpay subscription with subscription.create. We will pass the plan ID, total count, and customer notify 1. What is the total count here? Okay, this is a little bit confusing, but we will see that how this works. Okay, then you have subscription. We are going to create subscription, and in the subscription we will pass user ID, plan ID, and subscription.status. Okay, we are going to pass its status in the status here, and current period start will be null and end will be null, and cancel at will be false. Razorpay plan ID, we will get this from here, so we are directly passing it here. And the subscription ID, we will get this from this, so we are passing this. Okay, interval at plan ID, we are okay, we will get this from, okay, then user ID. Great. Now we are going to return from this function, we will return subscription and Razorpay subscription. Great. Now let's create the subscription. Okay, we have to create this. We have to create subscription, and we will get 3 things inside this: user ID, plan ID, and interval. Export const create. We will get 3 things inside this. And I will call this interface create subscription. Should I call it props? No, these are arguments, or what do you call these? Arguments are when you pass the value, but before that we call them parameters. So params, and inside this we will have user ID, which will be type of a string. Then we will have interval, which will be type of this, and we will have plan ID, something like this, plan ID. So yeah, now we will have the plan ID, which will be type of plan key, and these are all I'm correct about it. Yeah, user ID will be string, plan ID will be plan paid plan key. Okay, is there any confusion? This will be paid, so write it here. Let's get this, and enter will be type of interval. Yeah, now let's pass all these values. Before passing this, I would like to assign it not create subscription interface create subscription params. Interface create subscription param. What's the problem, by the way? Let's now this will be create subscription params, and inside this we will have user ID, and then we will have plan ID and interval. Okay, this is great. Now inside the function, first we will need razor pay plan ID and get razor pay plan ID. Okay, get razor pay plan ID. Inside this we have to pass the plan ID, so let's pass the plan ID. And do we have to await for it? An argument for interval was in provided. Get razor pay plan ID and interval. Okay, we have to pass the plan ID and interval. Great. Now if we don't have this, if we don't have razor pay plan ID, then we are going to throw new error, and this will be razor pay plan is not configured. Plan is not configured. After doing this, razor pay plan is not configured. We have to check that user already exists in the database or not. If user already exists in the database, we are going to throw the error user already has an active or pending subscription. Okay, so we like to get the already exist or existing subscription, and then we will wait for it, and then this will be a asynchronous type of function. We have to await here subscription dot find one, and what we have to do, a user ID. Okay, so for this, for find one, what you have to pass is ID. So I would like to pass ID will be user ID, and then we have to do something like status. So I would like to do status dollar in this. No, it will be in this way. So we will have now write all the possible status. So what I'm going to do, let's open this, and subscription model, open this. These are the status. Now what we need is status that we need are authenticated, created, so we have to cut the extra. If is created, active, pending or halted. Okay, active, pending, and if it is halted. Okay, if the status is okay, any of these, so the user already exists. Okay, but if the user is okay, if the status is expired or cancelled, or yeah, if the status is cancelled or expired, then user can create the subscription. Okay, otherwise user cannot create the subscription if the status is created, authenticated, active, pending, or halted. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, if existing user, then we are going to throw new error. Let's zoom it. I would like to cut this here. Now here we will have the error that user already has an active or pending subscription. User already have an active or pending subscription. Okay. Now after this we will need Razor Pay subscription. Okay. If user already doesn't exist in our database, then we have to create the new data new subscription. So this will be const Razor Pay subscription, and this will be await Razor Pay dot subscription dot create. And you can if you want to read about it, I also want to read about it a little bit. So for that, what we can do, we can read about it here, or if there is an okay, you can read about it here. Okay, how you manage the subscription or all these things. Like if you come here and see that how we create a subscription plan, you can see that here. Okay, so yeah, whenever we use this in Node.js, we create the plan. Okay, we pass the period and interval. Yeah, what we need to pass first, we create the reason which we already have created, and then we create the plan. Okay, plans dot create, and then this success, if it is success, if this return a successful message, then the success result will send us a id and entity and all these things. Okay, so yeah, now what I'm going to do, this combined with interval defines the frequency of plan. Possible values are this. Okay, so let's come here. Whenever we create subscription, what we have to pass inside this plan id, total count, and customer notify. Okay, what is, let's add the plan id, and the plan id will be, we already have that, so we can pass that. Okay, this isn't what we have to pass. This will be raise up a plan id. This is what we have to pass. Yeah, then total count, and this will be 120, and then notify, customer notify, this should be 1. Now I would like to see what is this subscription dot request customer notify boolean. Okay, what values we can pass inside this is boolean 0, 1, or undefined, indicates whether the communication to the customer would be handled by you or us. Possible values, if we pass the 0, communication is handled by you. If 1, communication is handled by Razorpay. Okay, so if we want to handle the communication, then we can pass the 0, otherwise we pass the 1. By the way, this is default. If we don't pass it, this is default, so we don't have. Okay, this is not mandatory, but I would like to do this. Now we have total count. Okay, what we are doing here, the number of billing cycle for which the customer should be charged. Okay, the number of billing cycle for which the customer should be charged. Okay, 120. Total count. Okay, great, we have created this. Now the plan id is simply like this. Okay, the unique identifier of the plan that should be linked to the subscription, for example this. Okay, we have already run this. After doing this, what we are going to do, we will create our subscription. Okay, const subscription will be equal to await subscription dot create, and inside this create I will pass plan id and Razorpay plan id the Razorpay subscription ID. This will be Razorpay subscription dot ID. And what we have inside subscription, what we have to pass inside this. Okay, let's open a new window, and inside this I would like to open subscription model. And what we have to pass, let's see, we have to pass user ID. So I would like to pass user ID. Okay, now let's see here. User will be user ID, plan ID, interval. Okay, we also need to pass interval, and then Razorpay subscription, and then plan ID. What's the problem? Okay, we haven't added this. Now after this, so we need status and current period and all these things. Status will come from Razorpay subscription, so let's add the status. This will be Razorpay subscription, and then status. Okay, you can also see that what status values we have inside this. Okay, inside this we have all these created, authenticated, and active, pending, halted, cancelled, and completed, expired. So all the values that we have inside this Razorpay subscription status, we need the same values inside our status. Okay, we already have that, but if you are a little confused about your status interface here, then you can directly see that in docs and paste the same values. Okay, you don't have to remember that what values you need inside status, so you can just see that in docs and paste the same values here. Okay, so yeah, great. After setting the status, we need current period, current end period, and all these things. So what I'm going to do, current period start will be null, and current period end will be null, and cancel it. No, not cancel it. We need what we need next. Okay, cancel at period end. This will be null too. Okay, this is false by the way, because this is a boolean value, cancel at period end, so it will be false. So great. Then we are going to return subscription and Razorpay subscription. Now return all these things from here. Subscription and Razorpay subscription. Okay, great. Yeah, good. Now let's come here. What this does, when someone choose pro yearly, your backend receive the validated values and types. Then we get the plan ID and interval. We create Razorpay. We get a Razorpay plan ID, and then we are going to get the okay this. Then we'll create the subscription, and we will create Razorpay create this, and then we will store that in MongoDB subscription. Okay, MongoDB store the subscription. Why total count this? For now, this means the subscription can continue for multiple billing cycles rather than ending after one payment. However, before we finalize this value, we will decide your actual product policy, whether subscription should renew indefinitely, and have a fixed maximum duration, or use a different approach supported by your Razorpay setup. Okay, so we'll see that later, but this is what we have to do now. Important, don't make the controller yet. There is one thing we should verify next: the exact save status and written by the Razorpay node SDK you are using, and how you want to handle subscription lifecycle is events. So after adding the paid plan key type and creating this service, stop there and tell me what errors TypeScript gives you, if any. Then we will build the controller cleanly instead of guessing around the SDK types. Okay, we have a error like this. From where this error is coming? src app.ts. Okay, let's get into app.ts. We are using Razorpay anywhere. Like I would like to search Razorpay. We are not using it anywhere, but the error is something like razor pay related subscription id is string null. So billing controller.ts. So let's get into billing controller. We have billing controller. By the way, now we don't need this, but let's cut this. And now inside billing controller we do have but there is a problem. I also don't want to get into that. Like SBI debit card don't like these rupee credit card, rupee debit card don't accept recurring payment or all these things. But on this app we don't need recurring payment because the payment is happening inside the India. So I don't think there will be a problem with this, but let's see. Okay, we also have to manage that, so user don't have to get into lots of extra stuff before doing the payment, or yeah, something like this. So next we have a razor pay error. So I would like to do a razor pay. So let's get into this razor pay key id, and if not this link is not configured set, then we are creating a razor pay order. We have razor pay order id. Okay, from where the error is coming? Razor pay signature. I would like to cut this. Razor pay base URL, razor pay key id, key secret, PO. So our subscription service, I would like to give this here, and now I would like to send the error to the GPT, and then let's send the billing controller. Yeah, this is what you need to paste here. Let's hit enter. Okay, I can see the main problem immediately. You currently have two different subscription system mixed together. Your old system uses RazorPay order plus one-time payment, and your new system uses RazorPay subscription plus RazorPay plans. Okay, so you need to migrate the controller instead of keeping both file flows active. The current TypeScript error, this error RazorPay doesn't exist in type this, comes from user model subscription type. Okay, so your TypeScript definition apparently looks roughly like this. Okay. But you are assigning RazorPay and all these things, which isn't part of that type. But don't fix this by adding RazorPay to users. Since you now have a separate subscription model, I recommend not storing the full subscription twice. Your architecture should become user basic user information, optionally active subscription reference ID, and subscription, all these things. So the code causing the error is this user or subscription. We have a RazorPay and all these things belong to your old okay order implementation and should eventually be removed. Important correction in your new service. You wrote this is wrong. Okay, what is the problem here? ID here is a subscription document ID, not the user ID. Okay, this is subscription ID, not the user ID. Whenever we are trying to find this, so what we have to do, we have to write the user, not this ID. Okay, yeah, correct. So what I would like to do here, when we are trying to get existing subscription, we should get it from user. Okay, now this is good. Great. And next, also remove the extra your service ends with, like we have extra return. No, we don't have an extra one. Okay, So I don't know from where this is coming, but let's keep this. And you have an extra this, remove it and fix its paid plan properly. Currently yours is change it to type predicate. Yeah, we have already changed that. If you get into billing plans and see that is paid plan, where is its paid plan? Yeah, you can see this here. Now we have already changed that. Normalize plan id as paid plan key, normalize plan id as paid plan key. Paid plan key, great. Yeah. And make sure this exists before or with the type. Okay, we already have done that. Now then your Razorpay plan lookup becomes cleaner. The biggest thing, your current billing controller is still old payment flow. Right now you have create checkout, create Razorpay order, front end page once, verify payment, manually calculate 30 or 335 days, and activate subscription yourself. Okay, right now we have these things. The code is specifically based on create Razorpay order and Razorpay order ID, but your new system should be create subscription, get Razorpay plan ID, and create Razorpay subscription. Front end opens checkout, Razorpay process authorization या payment, webhook confirm life cycle event, and update subscription document. Focus up checks activate active subscription. So do not continue modifying the old verify payment to make it worth with subscription. That would create a messy hybrid billing system. What I'm going to do next is keep this temporarily, but later when we complete this subscription feature that we are building right now, we are going to remove the billing controller completely. Okay, files while migrating, yeah, we are migrating right now, so we have to keep these files, but we are going to replace the subscription payment endpoint gradually. Your existing early bird offer logic is also designed around the order specific price that needs special attention because the Razorpay subscription is tied to Razorpay plan with a fixed amount. Important architecture issue. If Pro monthly is this, but early bird gives this, you cannot simply create a Razorpay subscription using the charge this. You need a separate subscription pricing strategy for discount. Don't remove your promo system yet. We'll decide how to migrate it properly. For now, don't use get subscription days. Was useful for your manual one-time payment subscription system. Okay, so we are not going to use this. Okay, anyone, any question? Okay. Okay, let's get this. If anyone have any question, you can ask. Okay, great, everything is working correctly. So now what I would like to do is let's get some water first and then we will continue further. With actual Razorpay recurring subscription, Razorpay controls the billing cycle, so eventually you should not do this. Okay, we are not going to do this. Yeah, we are not going to calculate it by ourselves. Yeah, so this is good. Now we have fix your current crash. Okay, fix your current crash first. The crash is from old controller at line 374. For the moment, the cleanest move is don't try to patch that Razorpay property. What you are going to do? First option is temporarily compile fix. Remove this from user.subscription and from user.subscription. This okay. This fixes the immediate TypeScript error. And second option is that recommended migration. We are going to stop using verify payment endpoint for activating subscription and replace the flow with the new subscription system. I recommend option B, but first remove the old razor pay object so your app compile again while we migrate. Okay, remove the old razor pay object, last order and last payment. Where we have this, we have a razor pay object here. From where the error was coming. Okay, let's see that. The error was coming from 374 line. So I would like to come here. Let's cut this, okay? And the user subscription, what is the problem? Subscription ID is missing in type plan ID and all these things. And user.ts. What we have inside user? We have a subscription. In subscription, we have plan ID, interval, and status, current period, and all these things. Then we are going to save it. What is the error here, by the way? The error says that the property subscription ID is missing in type subscription ID, but yeah, we have a subscription ID, and for now what I'm going to do, I will give this a random subscription ID, will be a random string, okay, just to resolve the error in our app, okay. I am using Arch Linux, but I don't know much about it, how to set up all these things. So this is just a normal setup, by the way, okay. I can just show you little things from terminal if it works correctly with that. Like fast fetch, you can see what I'm using, and like what is my theme, and what icons I'm using, and all these things you can see a little bit. Yeah, okay. And what is my kernel, what is all these things. uh yeah, so let's desktop environment is KD Plasma, okay. Now let's refresh this and see that everything is working or not. Let's run. Okay, new type error I1 handler is required. Route.js from 221. From where this error is coming, this is inside node modules, I1 handler is required. Okay, again the error can be from billing controller. If I remove this from here, like if I remove the billing controller directly from here and billing, I do this, then what happens here? I just have to run npm random. This is not needed. Let's do this. Any error? Yeah. Mm. Okay. This error is from our subscription route. Okay, here we don't have argument handler. So what I'm going to do, let's pass this, and inside this, okay, let's save this, and yeah, now the app is running correctly. Okay, let's move forward now. What we are going to do, and now I would like to uncomment this, and let's save it. Let's say everything is working. Yeah, everything is working. So your immediate next step, do this now. Subscription services dot fix this, and we already have done that. Now next what we need to do, billing plan, make is paid plan a proper type predicate, billing controller temporarily removed, we already removed that, and don't add it to the user types, okay, so we already removed that. Yeah, So after that, the next thing we should write is a new create subscription checkout controller endpoint that uses your create subscription service instead of create reserve by order. Stream warning for the next step. The controller code itself will be saved to stream. Do not show.env secret webhook secret and jwt mongodb URL. Okay, you already know about this, so I would like to complete all the things. Let's move forward. Mhm. So okay, next step 4, create subscription checkout in your billing controller.ts. First import the new service. In our billing controller.ts, what we are going to do, we are going to import the new service create subscription and also update your billing plan import to include the types of validator we need. We need to import these things from billing plans. Great. What I would like to do, and let's cut this for a while. Okay, I would like to do this. So first we have to work on okay, let's get into billing controller, and inside this we will need to import from billing plans we need normalized plan ID and a normalized interval, get plan and get public plan, get this. Then we need each paid plan and each interval. So I would like to cut this subscription days and we need is interval. This is what we need. Now next thing we need is import create subscription, and let's cut this. Okay, we have imported the create subscription, but what I want, this should be here. Okay, now you can remove get subscription days from this controller if it is no longer used after we finish migrating the old flow. Yeah, I already have removed that, but yeah, no problem. Now we have to add a new controller, which we will call create subscription checkout. So what I'm going to do, create razor by order. I will like to create it here, and I will call this export const, and this will be create subscription checkout. And now let's save it. Okay, yeah, let's save it, and let's come here. Yeah, create subscription checkout, and inside this first I would like to write this, and then inside this we will write asynchronous function, and in this asynchronous function we will have request, which will be equal to request, and then we will have response, it will be equal to response, and then we are going to okay, we'll have plan ID and interval like this. If we don't have the paid plan, then we will return the error that invalid paid plan. And if we don't have any interval like monthly, yearly, or is there any, if there is wrong interval, so we are going to return the invalid billing interval. Or if the user is not valid or there is some problem, like if we don't have the user in our database, then we are going to return this unauthorized. Okay, so first I would like to do these three things and then we'll move forward. So const plan id will be normalized plan id, and in this we will pass request.body. Inside request.body we will if we have the request.body, so inside this we will have a plan id. Okay, and then const interval, and the interval will be equal to normalize interval, and if we do have requested body, then inside this we will have an interval, we just have to normalize all these things, and after normalizing these values, we are going to check that this is a paid plan or not. Okay, then we'll pass our plan ID inside this, and then after passing the plan ID, if this is not a valid valid paid plan, so we will throw a new error, throw new express error, and the status will be 400 and message will be invalid paid plan. Okay, next we will have if is interval. If this is not a valid interval, so we are going to return an error, and the error will be through new express error. And any problem? Yeah, this is correct. Now this will be 400 and invalid billing interval. Okay, so this will be invalid billing interval. Invalid billing interval. Everything is working, no? Yeah, I just want to check that everything is working. Yeah, which, yeah, working correctly. So let's move forward. So next, what we are going to do, next we will have a user. In request dot user, we will have a user. Okay, and if we don't have this user, then I would like to throw error, throw new express error, and the error will be 400 and okay, sorry, 401, and this will be unauthorized. Yeah, now what we are going to do further, after these all thing validates successfully, we are going to create our subscription, and then we will get a result. After creating subscription, we will get a result, and then we will send the data to front end, like result dot subscription ID and all these things. Okay, so what I'm going to do, create the result. We will have const result is equal to await for this, no, not create checkout, this will be create subscription, and inside this we will pass user ID. User ID will be equal to request dot user dot ID, and then we are going to, okay, we need to convert this in a string, and after this we will pass the plan ID here, then interval. These are the things that we need to pass inside our create subscription method, and after doing this correctly, we are going to send the status 201 that we have created this successfully, and then in session we will type our success will be true, and the data will be subscription ID, and this will be result dot subscription dot we will have ID. Okay, then this, after this, razor pay subscription ID, razor pay subscription ID, and this will be equal to result dot razor pay subscription. Okay, this will be, no, result dot subscription dot razor pay subscription ID. After this we will have a plan ID, and the plan ID will be equal to result dot subscription dot plan ID, and then we will have interval, and interval will be equal to result dot subscription dot interval, and after this checkout, insert checkout, we are going to return PID process dot env dot, why we are returning this razorpay key id, then subscription id, subscription subscription id, result dot subscription dot razorpay subscription id. Okay, this is what we have to pass if we create a subscription successfully. Okay, great. Your frontend needs razorpay key id and razorpay subscription id to open razorpay checkout. The frontend doesn't need razorpay key secret and all these things, but thus must stay on your server. The response structure becomes this, and the key id is designed to be used by the frontend, the secret is not. Okay, so that's why we are returning this key id. Add the route. Now we are going to create the route here. Okay, now I would like to get into okay, I think that we don't need this subscription controller, or it's a little bit confusing, by the way, because I wanted to do all these things inside. What I am going to do, I would like to copy this, create subscription checkout, and write this inside subscription controller. Now we need all these things, so I can do this and import all these things here. Now we will have this plan id and all these things. I will do that later, but I will have the async here. Now the request body, okay, the request will be express request. Import this. Now the response will be express response. Now is paid plan. Let's do this. Then express error, and now we need interval, and then create subscription, and yeah, these are the all things that we need inside this. And now what I'm going to do, I already created a different route for our subscription routes, so I will say this will be a checkout route. Okay, because this subscriptions is a common for everything, like slash API slash subscription is common for this these subscription routes. So I will call this checkout, and inside this checkouts we first need the require auth, and then we are going to do this. Okay, require, okay, this is not require auth, this is auth authenticate user, and then we have the create subscription checkout. So create subscription checkout from controller subscription. Yeah, this is what we need. Yeah, correct. Now if we see the authenticate user, what we are doing inside this, we will validate it, validate the user first, and after validating the user, we are going to add our user inside the request.user. Okay, we are going to attach our user inside request. So that's why we can access the request.user here. Okay, the request.user here, request.user.id here. Yeah, so we have done this correctly. Your route should look conceptually like this. Billing subscription checkout. I don't want this, I will keep this different. Okay, now we have created this authenticate middleware and create subscription checkout. We will do this, and then create subscription, get current revenue. One important thing, don't delete the old code yet. controller still contains create checkout, verified payment, and create razor pay order. Keep it temporarily. Don't mix the two flows in the front end. After the new subscription checkout is working, we will remove or migrate the old one time order flow safely. After you add this, test the endpoint using the request like certify your interval and all these things. Our okay. What I will do now, in billing controller there is a little problem. Okay, you can see what I'm going to do for that. Okay, get subscription inside this. Yeah, we are using the get subscription days. So to ignore the errors in our web page, what I will do, get subscription days, import this, so the error will be removed from this, and now I can use postman to send request. Okay, Mahesh Rana Singh, sign in. Password. I would like to do sign in from Google. It's great to have you over me now arriving to the app. Yeah, great. Now I would like to cut this here. And what I'm going to do is let's see what is the okay. This is our address. Okay, and now let's open this Razor Pay and FS. Let's get this and get public plans. Let's remove this. Save. Yeah, now this is correct. Now open the app.ts. Inside this, we have all these things. Common route is less APIs, less subscription, and okay. So let's come here. No, not here. Here, and this is okay. This is the route where you have to send the request. Now to zoom it a little bit, what I have to do? Account setting. Not here. I don't have to do this here. I would like to come here again and apps setting. I will like to zoom it a little bit. Okay, so what I am going to do for that is zoom, theme, shortcut, font size, less. Okay, now 34. Can you see any changes here? No. Okay, app setting, workplace setting. Okay, no option like this. So what I can do, let's cut this and open the settings again. Team setting, account setting, app setting, and themes. Night theme. Okay, this is good. Shortcut, AI data. Okay, so what's the problem? Okay, I would like to cut this. I don't remember. I already have done that, but app setting, workspace setting, settings, updates. Let's okay, just keep it for now. What I'm going to do inside this is Okay, headers. In headers, no, in request.body, I have to send a raw data, and in this raw data, okay, this is too much zoom. It's too much here. I would like to change it a little bit in app setting, and from 34 to from 34, I will keep this 25. Yeah, this is great. Now let's cut this, and inside this we have to pass two things: plan ID, and this will be plan ID will be true, and I want yearly. Okay, and okay, this will be interval, not yearly. This will be interval, and interval would be yearly. Now let's send the request. Success false, routes less API description not found. What do you have this descriptions? Okay, this let's check out. Okay, authentication failed, no token provided, so we have to provide a token. How I can get a token? Okay, what I would like to do, in headers I have to provide a token, so for that I have to sign in first. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, let's come here. If I'm signing, okay, I think the best option is to, okay, let's get here. We have task rule or profile focus billing auth. Inside auth, whenever we try to sign in, sign up, okay, so let's do APS less auth less sign up. मेरे में रिलेशनशिप में इशू आ रहा है जिसकी वजह से प्रोजेक्ट नहीं बन LMS ब्लॉग ई कॉमर्स क्या कर सकते हैं समझ नहीं आ रहा है. I will suggest you can just watch a lecture on it. Just go on YouTube and search MERN relationship. Who maybe yeah, you should just create a small basic project to understand that concept first, and then you should implement that in your LMS blog e-commerce project. Okay, this is what you can do. I think this is the best practice to understand this right now. If your project is already complex, so I will not suggest to implement the things that you learn in a lecture in that project directly. You will get confused. The best way to understand the relationships is watch a lecture, create a create a simple project on relationships, and after understanding the relationship correctly, implement that in your project. Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to do here, let's no, not this. I will like to request this sign up and create an account first, and see that what's the process of creating an account. We have to pass the name, email, okay, all these things, and then if we have all these things, what we are going to return, we will return all these things. When we set up this cookie, we will have a cookie, and we are going to set response.clear cookie when we clear. But when we set auth cookie, we set response.cookie or cookie name, token, add all these things. We should return token from it, get auth cookie offset. Yeah, I will like to pass the token. Okay, now let's open the auth controller. Yeah, we are inside auth controller. So what I want, whenever we sign up, I will like to const token is equal to this, and now I will like to pass the token. Okay, So token is equal to token dot token. So I will like to pass the token to user so that we can use this for creating checkout. Okay, what you have to pass? Name, username, email, password. So in this, name will be Mahesh, email will be this, then password will be this, name, email. Yeah, we also have to pass username. So let's give the username Mahesh here. Okay, and this is what I want to create. Now the Gmail, we should change it to Mahesh dot here @gmail.com. Password will be this, name will be this, Mahesh here. Let's send. User created successfully. You can see profile image, all these things. Okay, ID. We have a token. This is token. Okay. Let's copy the token. And now what I want in headers, I want to set cookies. No, in authorization, there are token. So token will be. Do I have to pass a string or direct the token? So let's paste this. Sensitive is a variable. Okay. Now what I'm going to do in body, let's cut this and plan ID will be equal to elite and interval will be yearly, and now this will be API slash subscription. Since let's check out, let's do the request. Subscription reserve plan is not configured. We have plan ID. Okay, why this error? Reserve plan is not configured. Okay, I would like to see this. Why we are returning this error? So let's get into subscription.ts, not subscription.ts, subscription controller. Okay, invalid authorization, and let's get into create subscription. If we don't have the razor pay plan ID, then we will get the dish razor pay plan. We have to pass the plan ID and interval. Normalize, we'll get this, this, and then we are going to return the plan IDs. Okay. So we save the. This is the problem. Okay. Now let's open the razor pay plan ID, and we have basic, monthly, yearly, elite, yearly. Okay, what's the problem? Plan ID. Okay, plan ID, elite, and then we have interval, yearly. So what's the problem? Everything is good, but the error is coming that treasury plan is not configured, and treasury plan allied yearly. This is internal server error, by the way. So billing plans, subscription, treasury TS, no treasury plan.ts, then you have billing plans, and billing controller and subscription controller, and in this, when I call the create subscription, and we didn't get the Razor plan ID. So this is the problem. It means that we are not returning our plan ID from Razorpay. I would like to see it, okay? That we have these plan IDs in Razorpay or A and B. I would like to check all these things. So I have to check this in another window because I don't want to leak these informations. So what we are going to do, I would like to check our env file first. In env we have all the plan IDs for yearly pro plan ID, Razorpay monthly allied, Razorpay yearly pro plan ID, monthly basic plan ID, yearly basic plan ID, yearly monthly. Okay, so now yearly. Okay, we don't have yearly allied plan ID. Okay, so yeah, this was the correct error. So Razorpay monthly. Now yearly. We don't have yearly allied plan. So let me create this. Now I have to use my Razorpay account. Let's get this here. Razorpay.com. Login. Continue. Yeah, we are inside test. So what I'm going to do, let's open the subscription where we have this home. Okay, 11 more subscriptions. Where is this? We do have subscription. Now let's come in subscriptions and plans. We have allied yearly, allied monthly. Now I would like to get this plan ID, plan name, allied yearly. So let's copy the plan ID. Okay, let's copy this and paste it here. Save this. I hope we are not doing something like, yeah, okay. Any error? UVI. What's the problem that pro plan ID, yearly pro plan ID, monthly pro plan ID? So yeah, we are doing this 2 times. So this is the problem. I would like to cut this 246. Monthly basic plan ID and yearly basic plan ID. This is the ID. This is the ID. Then you have monthly pro plan ID, this, and yearly pro plan ID, this. Then you have monthly allied, this, and then yearly allied, this. Great. Now let's save this, cut this. Now I would like to show the code. And now open the Postman, send the request again. What's the problem again? Okay, send. Let's change this to plan monthly. No, plan ID will be pro yearly. What's the problem? Razor plan is not configured. Okay, let's cut this. Let's cut this for a while, and I would like to take a 15-minute gap and then we will continue. Okay, so let's take a 15-minute, let's keep call it 20-minute timer. Okay, yeah, everything is good, and if there is, okay, no problem. So let's keep this full screen and All right. Great. So alright everyone, let's continue. It was 15 minutes of gap. So let me check first, everything is good. Yeah, great. Now everything is working. So let's add this to working. Let's cut this for now. We will see that later. For now, what I want to do is get this and this. Okay. Let's make another request. Send. Okay, I would like to restart my app again. Clear, clear, until rendered. Yeah, now the backend is running. Let's send a request. Again, the same error. Okay. What we accept in. Okay, this is the problem. We are passing plan ID and interval. Okay. Plan ID will be basic pro or elite. Okay, this can be a plan ID. Now, the main thing is get reserve plan ID. What we are doing inside this that matters the most. Okay, and then what we are returning from this, these are the two and three things that we want to do log. Okay, so what it is returning, reserve plan ID, this will be null for sure. Okay, so get reserve inside this is the file I want to check. And next file, reserve plan IDs. Inside this we have the basic pro elite. Okay, so I would like to check console.log normalized interval and normalized plan ID. Okay, I would like to take log both of these normalized plan ID so that we know from where the error is coming. Okay, normalized plan ID. Okay, and now okay, let's send the request again, and then we will see our log here. Okay, so let's send the request again, and now let's come here. We have yearly and pro, then this was null. Okay, so the problem is yearly pro, normalized interval is yearly, and this is pro. Okay, so plan ID is pro, so this is correct. Problem is that what we are returning from this is the problem. Okay, we are returning reserve plan ID, and inside this, if we don't have this speed plan, then we will return null. Otherwise we will return null from here. If this will get logged or if we are returning from this, then I will like to log null, no, null from its speed plan. Or if we are returning this from this, then I will like to log that null from its interval. But if the error is not from these, then the null is coming from this. Okay, now later we can inspect this, but for now I just want to log these things. So I would like to come here again, and let's send this, and let's come here. Okay, we have okay, so it means that the null is coming from here. Okay, so we are doing reserve plan IDs, and then we are passing our normalized plan ID and normalized interval. Okay, we are passing normalized plan ID, which will be equal to basic pro elite. Then inside this plan, we will have monthly or yearly, something like this. Then we are going to return that. What is the problem? We have yearly, that's correct. Yeah, that's also correct. And if we see normalized plan ID, we have pro, that's also good. And now I would like to see this. We have pro, and then you have yearly. This is only read only. Okay, we can read all these values. Yeah. Now, what's the problem then? If this is correct, if I don't do this, like if I remove this, then what's the problem? Let's come here, send, again same problem. Mm, Yearly pro and undefined. Okay, so the error is in this, we are returning undefined or we are returning null. So I'll keep this null because we can only return null or undefined. Okay, so what I want, I would like to check this normalized plan ID. Okay, reserve plan IDs. Inside the reserve plan IDs, we have monthly plan ID here and yearly plan ID here. So by the way, I don't want to show the plan publicly. I would like to open this here and I want to see the plans. Okay, so what I'm going to do in reserve plans, I will like to no, not here. In blank plan, when we are trying to get the plan IDs, I will like to log the plan ID once. Okay, so console.log reserve date plan IDs, and inside this I would like to pass normalize normalize plan ID. Okay, then here I would like to pass normalized interval. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Now I can see that what is the problem, we are getting the details or not. And now let's send the request again, send the request again. Okay, we don't have the values inside monthly. Okay, so the problem is we don't have values inside monthly and yearly. Now let's fix that. Reserve plan, we don't have values inside this. Reserve plan pro monthly. No, this is not correct. Okay, now I have to fix the naming here. Naming is the problem maybe. So what I would like to do, I would like to open our env.example. And what is the name here? Reserve monthly basic plan ID. So let's copy this and reserve plan. Yeah. So the ID is something like this reserve monthly basic plan ID, or it will be reserve yearly basic plan ID. Okay. What I would like to do, this is yearly. Okay. Yearly basic plan ID. Now let's copy these, paste them here, and paste them here. Now this one thing that I have to change is plan name here. So let's do this. This is pro, and for this is allied. Okay. So let's change this to allied, and this is what we want. Now I would like to open this here. Now the name is correct. I would like to again send the request. Not this one. Open this. From this I will have to send the request again. Internal server error. Now the error in, okay, we have the IDs. Okay, we are getting the IDs correctly now. Okay, now we don't have any problem. Now what I'm going to do in, okay, inside utils reserve plans, not in this billing plans, what I will do, I don't want to log all these details, and we are getting these things correctly now. Now inside We are using this inside subscription. No, not subscription. We are using this inside subscription service. If we don't have this, we will like to return this whether if we already have this, then we will create a reserve plan here. Yeah, now I would like to open the terminal here, and this is working correctly. We are getting all the details. Okay, I would like to get this once, but no, let's cancel this. Open new terminal and cd into this, paste it here, and do server. Okay, let's do this. This will be cd into this, then server. No, not inside client. This will be server, and okay, great. Now let's zoom it. Now what I want to do is this, that register subscription, our register subscription dot create. We have this from where we are getting the error, internal server error, because now this is correct. This is also correct, and we don't have any problem. So we will directly get to this point where we are creating register subscription. This is causing problem maybe. And then we have subscription. We will do this, and this is what we are going to do. If there is any error, this is a asynchronous function. What I will do, let's write this inside try catch, and then we will have a catch in which we will have an error console.log, and we will call this subscription creation failed. Okay, now we know that the error is coming from this. Okay, and now I would like to send this again. Connection refused to connect. Okay, app is running. Okay, what is the error? Result.subscription.register subscription ID. As I am using try catch, this is problem. Result is possibly undefined. Okay, it says that result is possibly undefined. Where? Inside this. Okay, so result is possibly undefined. When we create subscription, we will get a response like we are creating subscription here, and that will have razor pay subscription and all these things, and we will return subscription and razor pay subscription. Now what kind of this object is? Now what I'm going to do, if we don't have result, then we will throw new error, express error, and we will call this will be 500, and message will be internal server error. Now everything is good. Let's send the request. Internal server error from where? Internal server error from where? Good. Subscription creation failed. Okay, so subscription creation failed. The error is coming from this, and one thing, we are logging something. Yeah, we are logging reserve plan ID here. So I would like to cut that. If you don't have this, then this will be the error. And if okay, the error is coming from this. But why? If we don't have this, then we will directly get into this where we will create our subscription. We will create razor pay subscription, and then we will create our subscription here where we will pass user ID and all these things. So from where the error is coming, I will like to do control C here, then clear this and do npm run dev again. And if we okay, subscription creation error, register pay subscription because this is successfully giving if existing subscription, then we'll have this error user already have an active or, but I don't think this is the error. Okay, so the problem is coming from this point. I would like to do console.log and raise a pay subscription, and then I would like to do console.log razor pay, not razor pay subscription. This is subscription, by the way. And now what I don't want to log all the details here. If there is something secret, then I want to open that here. So I would like to send another request. Service, okay, subscription creation failed. But I don't want to handle this, okay? Because of this, I will get the error inside try catch. Now let's okay. We also now what I'm going to do, let's do control Z subscription. Now let's save this. Inside this, what I want to log our error. This will be better, okay? Now let's send the request again. Then the error is status code 400 and exceed the maximum total count 100 allowed for the given period and interval. Okay, this is the error. Now how we can solve this? I would like to know this from ChatGPT. Now I would like to do full screen. We can also manage this here. This is not mandatory to paste this here. You currently have total count this. Razor pay is rejecting it because the maximum number allowed total count for the plan period interval is 100. Fix it now. Change this to total count 100. Okay, that should fix the specific error. Okay, so the error is coming from this. Okay, it should be 100. And now I will like to send another request. Yeah, now you can see successfully we are creating the subscription ID is this, and razor pay subscription ID is this, and the plan ID proof interval this, and checkout key ID is this, and subscription ID is this. Great, we are creating this. Now we also created the okay user new object interval yearly razor pay subscription is this, razor pay plan ID is this, status created, current period start is null, current period end is null, and then we have okay, everything is good. Now as everything is working, I will like to give ChatGPT all these things, copy and paste. We have successfully implemented this feature. Now what I don't want to log these things here. Okay, now let's cut this, and great. Now I would like to do control C, clear here, and do npm run dev again. Now let's open this here and full screen. And yeah, this is what we need. Let's do this. Excellent, your backend subscription creation is working correctly. You successfully received internal focus of subscription document ID and Razorpay subscription ID and all these things. Okay, now what we have to do, security note for your stream. The response you show is generally okay for testing, including the sub ID and Razorpay key ID. The key ID is intended for client side checkout use. It still never show. Okay. Also, since the sub ID identifies a real test subscription, don't unnecessarily expose lots of active subscription IDs publicly. Next, we are going to connect our Razorpay checkout on the front end. Okay, your front end should call this, but yeah, we'll call this, and then with plan ID and interval. Then use the return value from open Razorpay checkout. Okay, this is the expected flow. Okay, great. If anyone have any question, you can ask. Anyone? Any question? Okay. So I think now we should end this session. Okay, let me open this. Yeah, everything is working correctly. Now I think we should end this session and we'll start this session tomorrow, where we will manage our front end and all these things for subscription. Take care, everyone, and if you are new, hit that bell icon button. Bye bye.